Hi, this is Natalie Graves Tucker with BlackstageDC, and I am here with Ari Roth, the founding artistic director of Mosaic Theater in Washington, D.C. Now, if you haven't heard of Mosaic Theater, you are missing out. They are into their 4th season this year, and they have had 3 successful seasons here at the Atlas Performing Arts Center. And I wanted to take a few minutes to talk with you. Thank you for joining us today.
Thrilled to be with Blackstage.
Yes.
Thank you.
He has been one of our first supporters, and I just so appreciate your support and your friendliness towards Blackstage.
Well, that's what the theater community is all about.
Absolutely, yes. So you have had 3 successful seasons, and you just announced your 4th season. What goes into choosing a season, selecting a season? What makes a play a Mosaic play?
Well, we really believe in reflecting the community that we serve. We recognize that DC is a fiercely local, but also a capital, federal, international city too. So Mosaic is all about the fusion of the local and the global, and bringing in nationally renowned artists to work with DC's finest and DC's developing artists. It's so important for us to have this rich home here on H Street Northeast. This is truly the definition of a revitalizing community with all the dramas therein, and we embrace the dramas, we embrace what's working right, we embrace the conflict that comes up, and see how theater can be both a bridge to connecting people. And that's really what goes into curating a season. How do you create an intercultural encounter of meaning both on stage and within the audience itself? We talk about creating fusion communities from the different places that we hail. Founding resident director Jennifer Nelson, who was one of the generators of the African Continuum Theater Company, was a very important partner at the beginning with Mosaic. Me partnering with Serge Seiden, our managing director and producer, 25 years at Studio Theater. And of course, I was coming from Crosstown at Theater J. And we bring our backgrounds with us, just like our audience brings their history, brings their heritage together. And together, we create something very powerful in looking at the world right now.
Now, what would you say you are most proud of in your past couple of seasons? Are there any activities or shows that stand out?
Well, I love that we've stopped worrying whether we're playing to a diverse audience. It's really liberating when you stop worrying about it and just say, here they are, here's Washington, we're all here. You know, and some days, 2 years ago we were going, let's count how many people of color are with us. And it's like, we stopped that a while ago because the plays command their own audiences. What we're seeing, what we're putting on stage are what audiences want to see in themselves up there. And so the relief is that diversity and inclusion happen if you're intentional about it. If you make that commitment to continue to be inclusive, to continue to be equitable in how you are staffing your theater, staffing your shows. We're very proud of the fact that this year, for the first time, certainly in my history as a producer, we have racial equity in our directors. We have 4 directors of color, 4 white directors. That's what I'd like it to stay.
Absolutely.
Because that reflects at the helm the vision of the production is a shared expression.
I love that you talked about inclusion because that's one thing that keeps me coming back here.
Right.
I even noticed how you do open captioning to include for audiences that cannot.
And when we talk about our commitment to IDEA, inclusion, diversity, equity, we add the initial A for access and accessibility. And here we are, a half mile from Gallaudet University. And so many of our productions this season feature open captioning for multiple performances where we invite in members of the deaf community, hard of hearing communities, see the show captioned. We have conversations afterwards that are sign interpreted. Several of our productions each season have had open captioning for every single performance, and the captioning is woven into the design of the production itself. Hooded or Being Black for Dummies was an example where audiences, white and black, if they didn't pick up a line, they could read it. You know, if they could read the lyrics of Tupac Shakur right there, and it was like, whoa, that man's speaking poetry, and we could hold on to it. So that was an artistic gleaning from a commitment to accessibility.
Oh, and that's what I love about you, and that's what I love about Mosaic. So I read in your mission statement that you are entertaining, independent, and uncensored. So you are trailblazing and just
entertainment is most important because that's why people come to the theater. But if you're overly filtered and you're playing it safe and you're not, if you're not speaking and singing your truth, then you're not doing the artist's work. So to be independent and uncensored here in Northeast means to be liberated and to be full of fulfillment.
Well, we appreciate what you are doing to the DC theater community as a whole, and especially to the Northeast community. And if you haven't come to see a Mosaic show, come on down.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
All right.